Welcome to the new video. Old Crypto Coin, the Georgia State Quarter, 1999, is one of the most interesting coins released in the United States during the famous 50 State Quarters program. This program was created by the United States Mint to celebrate every state in America, and Georgia was one of the first 5 states honored in 1999. Georgia became the 4th state in the Union on January 2nd, 1788, which is why the year 1788 appears proudly on the coin. The Georgia State Quarter quickly became popular among collectors because it represents the rich history, culture, and natural beauty of the state. On the reverse side of the coin, you can see a beautiful outline of the state of Georgia with a peach and live oak branches, symbolizing agriculture and the nickname the Peach State. Above the design appears the state motto, Wisdom, Justice, Moderation. These words represent the guiding principles that have shaped Georgia's government and identity for more than 2 centuries. The front of the coin still carries a familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has appeared on the quarter since 1932. This portrait reminds Americans of the country's founding and its long tradition of democracy. The Georgia quarter was minted in large numbers in 1999 at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, and special proof versions were produced in San Francisco Mint for collectors. Because millions of these coins were produced, most circulated examples are worth only 25 cents today, but collectors know that certain high-grade versions or error coins can be worth significantly more. For example, coins graded in extremely high condition by professional grading companies can sometimes sell for several dollars or even more, especially if they have a sharp strike and brilliant luster. In rare cases, mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing design details can increase the coin's value dramatically, making it exciting for collectors to search through pocket change and coin rolls. The design of the Georgia quarter also reflects the importance of agriculture and natural heritage in the state. Georgia is famous for its peaches, which is why the peach symbol was chosen for the coin's reverse design. The live oak branches represent strength, endurance, and the southern landscape that defines much of Georgia's character. When the coin was first released in 1999, people across the United States lined up at banks to collect the new quarters as part of the state series. Families, students, and coin collectors all joined the excitement, turning everyday change into a nationwide treasure hunt. Many people began saving one coin from each state, creating full collections that represented the diversity and history of the entire nation. The Georgia quarter played an important role in launching this collecting trend, because it was part of the very first group of state quarters issued. As the program continued over the next decade, millions of Americans learned about U.S. history and geography simply by looking at the designs on these coins. For coin collectors and history enthusiasts, the Georgia State Quarter is more than just a piece of metal. It is a small window into the past. It reminds us that Georgia was one of the original states that helped build the United States into the nation it is today. The year 1788 marks the moment when Georgia ratified the Constitution and officially joined the Union, a historic milestone that shaped the country's early development. Even though the coin is common in circulation, it still holds sentimental and educational value for many people. Children who started collecting the state quarters in 1999 often remember the Georgia coin as one of the first pieces in their collection. Over time, these coins have become a symbol of the late 1990s collecting boom that brought new life to American numismatics. Today, collectors continue to search for the best examples of the Georgia quarter, hoping to find coins in perfect condition or rare mint errors that can increase their value. The excitement discovering a valuable coin in everyday change keeps the hobby alive and inspires new generations to learn about coins, history, and the stories behind them. Whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist, the Georgia 1999 State Quarter remains a fascinating piece of American coinage. It combines beautiful design, historical significance, and the thrill of collecting into one small coin that fits easily in the palm of your hand. Even after more than 2 decades, the Georgia quarter still reminds people of the moment when the United States celebrated states one by one through a historic coin program, turning ordinary quarters into miniature works of art and history. If you ever find a 1999 Georgia quarter in your pocket change, take a closer look. You might just be holding a small piece of American